on the way going from this different neighborhood in Gaza. This is all in the north of Gaza. I have two friends behind me. So the way you walk is when you walk in Shetach Patuach, open area, you walk in like called Netulim. So you have like, you're walking in like two lines, but very spread out, like maybe 15 feet between a person. Depends if it's night or day. So the guy behind me, between the two people behind me, Baruch Hashem, was the first news that happened to us. Sniper shot at us, but he missed. So he shot in between both of the guys who were right behind me. So that was one news that happened to us, Baruch Hashem. So he missed. So in my team, we're around between 20 and 25. My Pluga has 3 teams, so we're around 80 people in my Pluga, and my Euro has 350 people. But usually you'll fight with your team and then with your Pluga. So my Pluga has been detached from my unit, and we've been with tanks. So you have tanks, so we go with a lot of tanks. So we kind of protect the tanks. We're up close. So say you basically fight with the tanks. So the tanks, they have the few feet near them, they can't see. So then what terrorists do, they come and they try to put bombs onto the tanks, and then that could affect the tank or damage the tank. Or they come and shoot RPGs from very close. So our job is to be close to the tanks and see so don't come close to the tank. And then, so the next thing that was Mamash, Bemet, a miracle, a really big miracle. We get to this new post, and this is already deep inside Jabalia, and it's like a little base in the front, and it becomes like a little base. So you the logistics comes to there. In this base, there were a lot of different a lot of soldiers there from different areas in the army, from Andasa, people who explode stuff, from units from Lalon, which are special soldiers who deal with explosives, and then there were people from tank, and then there was a lot of people in Shiriam. So I came in, our job was to map this whole place. So to map to watch over this base, to secure it, and in this place they were sleeping there. These soldiers were sleeping there, a lot of soldiers, and imagine it was a big school, right behind this. You had a lot of houses and buildings that aren't, and no one knows what's in them. You can get checkers, you can come on those houses. So we got on to go and clean, to check out the house, to make sure that there's no terrorists in a certain house that's very close to the school. And then we were supposed to sleep there. That means you come to a house. The way it works is, the whole area is mainly urban. So what that means houses. So you have to go to them, you call house. That means you go and you clean out. So you first go in the house to make sure there's no terrorists.
They were empty already because people fled.
Every single house I went into was empty. So you clean the house for no terrorists, and mainly for booby traps. They do that a lot. They leave in houses booby traps, and the idea is if you open the door, the second you open the door, there's a little wire attached to the door, and that's attached to a little explosive. You open the door, boom, it blows up. So what you do is we come in from the side. So that means we don't. We will come in from the main door very rarely. We'll usually come in from a different entrance that we'll make. And that'll usually be the easiest is a tank shooting a hole in the building. This house we were going to, the tank came, and so what we do is we usually shoot a house with a tank, and if you don't go tank, then you use a missile that a soldier carries, or you put in it there's something called you put some sort of it's Habana, it's explosives, and you just blow up a hole in the side of the house. So we were coming, and there was a summit, a plus summit intersection, and on the right corner from we're coming from this direction, it was that, a plus, and on the right far corner is a house, and we're coming down the street, and our job was to conquer that house. So the tank was with us, the tank goes in front, and then he shot into the side of the house, and then the tank drives all the way up to past the house, and he basically becomes like a wall, so he blocks the rest of the road. That way, no one can really see it. No one could shoot us from that side. If they shoot, they'll shoot at the tank, which it wouldn't do anything to the tank. In the meantime, he's shooting to any place that looks suspicious. So say any window that is suspicious. So they have these infrared stuff. So anywhere they see some sort of something that's body heat or something that's chemical, they'll shoot there. So after the tank went forward, and then we started. Then our job is now to go into the house. So we'll do is any area that is threatening us, put a cover towards it. That means 2 soldiers will go and they'll cover towards the same area. That way they don't shoot at us from that area. Because you never know if you're going into an ambush or anything. So we start setting up our cover. And at this time, it took a little bit longer than it should have taken. Usually when we do these stuff, it goes very quickly. This time it took a little bit longer.
Quickly?
Well, it depends on work shoot, but specifically we're doing it should have happened a lot quicker. I don't know. I'll say it should have happened in a half a minute and it took 2 minutes for everything to be set up. And then my friend noticed a camera. So usually when there's a camera, it's what they do is they don't have electricity. So they attach like the cameras, they'll attach them to a battery of like a car. And then that way the camera could go running for days. And that way they'll see. So it'll be a GPS and they'll just be watching the camera. I mean, they could, let's say, put an explosive somewhere and have a camera. And the second somebody goes in that area, they press something or call something and then it'll explode it. So so my friend saw a camera. So it's a little bit suspicious. So he shot at the camera and then they continued. They saw another camera. They shot at that camera. And then usually my officer is like a very, like a doer type of person, like, very quick and he tries he's controlling the whole situation. He tries us to get us to go as fast as possible because the whole entire time you're standing outside and open, you're exposed, completely exposed to buildings. So you can be you're very exposed. So you want to go into that as fast as possible. So we kept on, and then this time for some reason he kept on, my 2 friends who are in the front, they're supposed to go in first and into the house. He kept on telling them, wait 1 second. Then look over there. Did you see anything over there? And then he had to call, like he goes up on the balcony to his captain, which is my men pay, to get permission to go into the house. It means meaning he has to make sure that everything is like to get in terms of now that we're going into this house, so no one shoots anything definitely into that house. It's like these stuff that you do. So that took a while also. So instead of taking a second, it took like a minute till he was able to reach him. And then my friends were about to go in and he tells them, wait, just look out from the outside again. They're looking from the outside again. And then, in my perspective, the way for me, I was covering to this area and the house is behind me, like maybe 15, 20 feet behind me. So, my 2 friends, they're about to go in and they're walking, they're like maybe the entrance of the house, they're like 10 feet away from it. And then I hear I turn around, I see the whole entire house just go boom, boom, boom in a second and a half down, slash, completely. 8-story building. You can feel I thought it was a building. A building just collapsed. And I'll share my friends were inside already. I saw, as it was collapsing, I see them running. But I see them running like this and it was slow motion. It was almost like,
so your friends running.
Yeah, almost something that happened in a second and a half. Really happened and you see it really right to the detail of it happening very slowly. It's very interesting.
Right on.
So you see them running and then it's it falls into this dust, like a tornado of dust, the whole place becomes like dust.
Was it exploding? Were they?
We don't know what it was. We don't know what it was, but bunch of shit.